What are the best serial killer movies? The topic is still so hot in Hollywood. People can't get enough of them when it comes to TV, movies, podcasts even. But let's break down for spooky season what we think are the 50 best serial killer movies. Anthony, what do you think of the genre?
The genre is booming. It has been for a very long time, and it's surprising some of the greatest films of all time are serial killer films. So some of the greatest directors, from Hitchcock to David Fincher, to some South Korean directors, Japanese directors, people who make amazing films, have made some of these movies, which are really the best films of all time. I love the idea of serial killers. It's funny. I love serial killer movies.
Fucked up, Anthony.
But I don't like true crime movies and TV shows. Like, I don't like true crime stuff.
Yeah, I don't like. I didn't watch the Ed Gein movie. I didn't really watch the Jeffrey Dahmer stuff.
Yeah, I think that serial killers work best when it's fiction, because I do find it a little odd when we're putting real murders on screen. But there's some good ones that are based on true events in this film. There's one specifically that I think is just one of the best films ever made based on true events. But most of them are fictional stories, and they're really scary because it showcases, the darkest facet of a human being, someone who kills, someone who takes the life of others, someone who lives incognito, carrying out the most heinous acts imaginable, and most people are unaware of who they are. They could be your neighbor, they could be a friend, they could be a loved one. You don't even know. Many people, after someone's been arrested, are like, oh, he was such a nice guy. So that's what I think really appeals to audiences, and then you can just do like the straight-up movie monster, like Halloween or Friday the 13th, or you can do the investigation serial killer, like Zodiac or Seven, things like that. So there's so many ways to approach the genre, and gives a lot of filmmakers so much creative freedom to really try things out.
Humans are so fascinated with the morbid when it comes to entertainment. Always have been for thousands of years. I mean, people gathering in public areas and squares to watch executions and tortures in public. It's just something that humans have always been interested in and intrigued by. Also, serial killer movies often have great fear elements and really psychological extremes that are explored in there. Moral ambiguity of if it's a righteous serial killer like Dexter, who only kills the bad but still is a killer. And, they present people with really interesting philosophical questions, and just this thrill to watch the most dangerous, evil things happen. I don't know what it is. It's fucked up, but people can't get enough of it.
What is Dexter's serial killer name that people refer to him as?
The Bay Harbor Butcher?
Yeah. Oh, great memory, man.
I believe,
great memory. That's fucking good pull, man.
Thanks. I haven't seen that show in years.
I think you're right.
I stopped watching after season 3 with the Trinity Killer.
I think a lot of people did.
But yeah, serial killers are bigger than ever. It's just a genre, like you said, that hasn't stopped booming, and adaptations just never end, especially from streamers like Netflix, and even Peacock's getting into the business as well.
But we got 50 good movies here, and some of them are all-timers.
Yeah,
some of them are all-time movies.
Let's get into the list, and I want to start at number 50 with Summer of Sam, SOS. This is a movie that Spike Lee made back in 1999, starring John Leguizamo, Adrian Brody, based off the Son of Sam killer, who you might have recognized or seen in Manhunter, a serial killer who was operating in, was it Brooklyn? Queens, New York City? No, the Bronx in 1977.
Bronx.
True events. But it's a really good movie. Spike made it, so it's excellent, and great performances as well.
Yeah, he showcased how the city was terrorized by this mysterious killer, and everybody was afraid of it.
And everyone was kind of like pointing at each other because it was like in a neighborhood that like everyone lived in. It's like, was it you? Is it your fucking cousin?
Next up, we got an Angelina Jolie. Your fucking cousin, the fucking son. Is it Sam guy? Is it fucking
Are you
Sam?
the son of Sam?
Next up, Ethan Hawke and Angelina Jolie in Taking Lives, where Angie plays an investigator tracking down a serial killer, and Ethan Hawke is her best lead and ally in trying to figure out what's going on because he survived an attack by this killer. This movie has an amazing twist. It's really well acted, and I remember really liking it when we saw it.
It was a pretty hot movie at times.
It's
pretty
steamy.
Pretty steamy
It's
movie.
steamy.
Yeah. The last 20 minutes really hits, man, when you're 14.
It's got a great final 20 minutes. It's really good.
Johnny Depp's involved in a bunch of great like horror movies from the 90s and 2000s. And From Hell is a really good serial killer movie based on the Jack the Ripper story, and Jack the Ripper trying to find out who he is. Really great cast as well. Heather Graham's in this, Ian Holm, Robbie Coltrane as Johnny plays an investigator trying to track down Jack the Ripper and solve the mystery.
He's a serious Ichabod Crane.
Yeah, basically.
It's pretty much.
Between this, Sleepy Hollow, and then, what's it called? The Polanski movie. It wasn't a serial killer.
Oh, Ninth Gate.
Ninth Gate. Like, he was in, like, that really great macabre
He had a good
horror run.
Good horror run. All right, next up, we have one of the most recent films on this list, and that's Trap from M. Night Shyamalan, starring Josh Hartnett. I had a really good time with this movie. It was well photographed. It was a really fun concept for a serial killer film, and location changed things up. I do think the film kind of fell apart in the third act, but it was fun getting there, I would say. I had a good time.
No, I enjoyed Trap, and I don't understand the discourse around hating this movie.
Yeah, it's not the worst movie ever made.
For some reason, M. Night's movies, people are on bandwagons. Either they love his movies or hate his movies, and that's like, there's no in between, which is odd for a filmmaker.
It is odd.
He's a divisive filmmaker. Yes, he has really high concept, but I like Trap. I thought it was really unique and really well made and shot. You know, I've never seen a movie like that, really.
Pretty funny, too.
Longlegs, next up, from Osgood Perkins, came out last year, 2024. Micah Monroe, Nicolas Cage. I thought this movie was pretty good. I didn't love some aspects of it, but overall, I think Micah is just one of the biggest scream queens out there. I mean, she's fantastic, and put her in anything I'll watch. Nick Cage, it was crazy to watch him play a serial killer. But, you know, I think that Osgood was really going for his own style and version of Silence of the Lambs here. A lot of connections there for sure. But overall, pretty solid film.
I would say I didn't love the film, but I think they really succeeded in tone and style. And it was really well made. Like, never seen a film visually look like that in the genre. So I like the style and tone that Oscar put into the film. Next up, Anna Kendrick's film, Woman of the Hour. One of these films based on true events of a man who was a serial killer who actually attended a dating game show and won. And it showcases his serial killing as well as the woman who won the game show who doesn't want to go on the winning date with this guy because he's a fucking creep. It's a pretty good movie, I gotta say. I think that Anna Kendrick did a good job with this. She directed it and starred in it. I think it was a solid effort.
A horror movie, serial killer movie that I like a lot, especially growing up, Disturbia, 2007 with Shia. Carrie-Anne Moss as well, and David Morse. Now, basically a sort of reimagining and reinvention of Rear Window. Really great first act of a kid on a fishing trip with his dad. Horrible car accident, kills his father, and now he's going through terrible trauma and PTSD and depression. Acts out, gets house arrested, and discovers, or he believes, his neighbor is a serial killer played by David Morse. It's a lot of fun. It's a really good cat and mouse back and forth. Lots of great suspense built here. Really good filmmaking. Great soundtrack. System of a Down. The most loneliest day of my life. It's a lot of fun. And Shia, man, when he was late teens, early 20s, he was so charismatic and entertaining and relatable on screen. So I think that's why people are drawn to him at this age.
Yeah, he's fine. He's a talented guy. He's very good at acting.
He's very good at acting.
He's very good at acting. Also, and what does set this film apart a lot from Rear Window is not about a serial killer. It's about one killing. So Rear Window is not on this list.
But yeah, I mean, like, oh, yeah, that's a good point.
It helps set it apart enough from Rear Window.
In terms of the style, though, yeah.
Next up, Elijah Wood in the house with Maniac, which is a really insane killer perspective where you follow a serial killer. Based on the original film as well. This guy who works in a shop, obsessed with mannequins. Really disturbing imagery and really freaky. He did a good job.
Yeah, he scalps women's heads for mannequins. It's fucked up.
Really freaky movie.
Really fucked up. POV driven, a lot of it as well. Next up at number, what are we on now? 42. We have Terrifier from Damien Leone. Obviously, Art the Clown has become a fan favorite in the horror genre. This gruesome, hysterically funny, and graphic killer clown has just made a huge fan base with his antics of death. And it's a bloodbath every time. It's a splatter fest of gore. And they irk me the hell. Like, it's too much for me to watch these movies. I try to get through them, but I get why people like it.
You should watch the third one. It's totally not fucked up.
I watched the scene and I was like, I can't believe they filmed it. This is the kind of movie where I'm watching and I have to be in my head. I'm like, it's a movie. It's a film set.
It's prosthetics.
There are people behind the cameras.
Yeah.
There's a boom guy right there. There's a sound mixer on set. Like, there's people everywhere. It's not real. It's not real. It's like that bad for me.
It's pretty fucked up. And what makes Art the Clown really different, and why I think why people have latched onto him, is he just takes delight in what he's doing in a silly, goofy, fun way. And it's a really great contrast with what he's doing, and I think that's why people really enjoy Art. He's so silly,
and also the filmmakers just stick to what works.
Yeah,
they don't try to change it up. They don't try to make him a hero or anything or an origin story. They just give people what they want every time. And they don't try to fuck up the formula. They just make it bigger and better filmmaking each and every time. But I think that's one of the secret sauces to the Terrifier franchise.
Yeah. And I believe they always shoot on film, too. They look good. Next up, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. This is Michael Rooker's big breakout role as a lead actor, based on true events of a real serial killer. He is a killer who befriends a guy who starts helping him out in his killings. And then Henry, in a way, falls for the guy's sister, which complicates things. It's insane. It's very graphic and disturbing, but Rooker did a great job.
He's a really good actor. He really is. It's so cool to see how his career's like boomed, and obviously hanging out with James Gunn in your movies, he's going to put you in everything too. So I think Rooker's awesome. I'm Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins, y'all.
Let's talk about X from Ty West, starring Mia Goth, Jenna Ortega. This movie's awesome. It's ambitious. It's a lot of fun. It's sexy. You know, it follows serial killings of this older woman who's obsessed with the beauty she once had. And these youngins come and film a porno on her property with her husband there. And she just goes on a spree. And it's a classic, I think, killing spree. Ty West loves classic horror movies. A lot of his movies are inspired, and he shoots in the style of them. This movie has great laughs, too. It's very hot and intimate and sexy as well. And it's got everything you want for the formula of a great horror movie.
Yeah, I love Pearl's a great character.
Yeah.
And this was the first time we saw her. And we'll talk about the film Pearl later on. But X was awesome.
This movie made me turn my head from some of the gore. It's that good.
Yeah. I love the the first time we see the alligator or crocodile in this. It's fucking crazy. Also the kill in front of the car.
No, that's the headlight knife kill. That's
nice.
Brutal, man.
Great stuff. All right, next up we have a Peter Jackson film, The Lovely Bones. And this is a great adaptation of the novel of the same name, which I think mostly everyone reads in high school. It's a really great young adult novel. It's about this young girl who's killed by a serial killer. Saoirse Ronan plays the girl, and then Stanley Tucci plays the serial killer. However, she's not yet moved on to the afterlife. She's in this in-between place, and she's trying to help her dad, Mark Wahlberg, solve the case and stop the killer from killing other people. Really great filmmaking, unbelievable. A look at what an afterlife could be, what this limbo type thing could be. I think that Peter Jackson made a film that was kind of an impossible adaptation of a novel. It's hard to really put that on screen, but I think he did a really admirable job.
He's a visionary. He's fantastic.
Also, Mark Wahlberg came into the role like 2 weeks before production.
Gosling was supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Gosling, you know the story, he put on like a ton of weight without telling Peter Jackson. And Peter Jackson's like, man, that was not what I was envisioning for the character.
Yeah, they fired him basically, or asked him to step down.
You're too full-bodied, Ryan.
He can't have been that big, right?
All right, next up, one of the defining horror movies of the 21st century from James Wan, Saw, starring Cary Elwes and Lee Whannell, the writer of the film. Danny Glover as well.
What about Tobin Bell, man?
Tobin Bell.
Put some respect on that name. Tobin Bell.
Didn't finish my sentence.
Who
plays
moved on.
John Kramer, the first film featuring the serial killer Jigsaw. This is an iconic movie, and I think this is a horror movie that's going to live on forever, timeless. You know, it's so well made. It's a very clever script. It's got such a sensational twist ending, and this was really, I think, 2004, before the big internet boom in terms of social media. So the word of mouth of this movie was on fire, and everyone was talking about Saw. And it really was a special time. Like, when every once in a while, one of those movies would come out where everyone saw it. You know, Blair Witch Project was like that as well. And Saw was really interesting. It was so new. It was fresh. It was an original idea. And I think people really latched on to it. And obviously they have, because there's 10 of them. They're making the 11th. But, man, this was the OG.
So I put this on the list. However, here's the question. Is John Kramer a serial killer?
Well, sure he is.
Does he kill anyone?
I haven't seen every Saw movie. But
you know how it goes. You've seen a couple of them.
Oh, I'm well aware of.
Does John Kramer actually kill anybody, or do they let themselves die?
Listen, man, if you set someone up with a bear claw trap around their head and give them a ticker to get out of this or not, you're the fucking killer.
I don't know. That's the question. Is he really doing it, or do they just weren't strong enough? They didn't have the will to survive and live.
He's 100% a killer, Anthony. You can't
know.
strap someone to a bomb and say, if you don't defuse the bomb, you're gonna die.
Maybe you
are the killer.
Well, the whole point is they didn't have the will to live, so
Bro.
they're responsible. Technically, he didn't. Technically, John Kramer doesn't kill anybody.
He's a killer.
I'm just saying.
Let me, again, hypothetical here. Mm-hmm. I strap a bomb to your chest, and I say, if you can't do this task in a minute, you're gonna die.
Come up with a task.
If you can't beat this person in chess.
Well, how can you do that in a minute?
Exactly. Okay, something more simple.
I asked him to come up.
Okay,
you'd be the worst jigsaw ever. Beat this person in
I got
chess.
it. Okay, Anthony, let's say strap a bomb to your chest, right? And you have 1 minute to win Operation the Childhood Game without getting buzzed. And if you can't do it, the bomb goes off, and it's not my fault that you died.
No, it's my fault because I wasn't focused enough on
You're
Operation.
ridiculous.
Just saying, that's the whole point of Jigsaw. That's the whole point.
So he didn't kill you. You killed yourself then. You committed suicide then?
Yeah. No, not that I committed suicide, but like.
So there's no one's negligible for your death. Someone strapped
That's
a
the
bomb.
whole point of Saw.
Someone strapped a bomb to your chest, but they're not at fault.
That's the whole point.
He's not at fault. The guy
He's not at fault.
It's not my fault that a bomb
John
was
Kramer
strapped
doesn't kill anybody.
That's the worst take ever, man. I'm sorry.
That's the whole point of the character.
That's not the whole point of the character.
Yeah, it is.
Listen, it doesn't mean that he's not negligible for these people's deaths. He's putting these people in traps.
He is trying to give these people a chance to grasp life again.
I understand his motives.
Yeah, I'm just saying
You should have been a defense lawyer.
He doesn't do anything. He does not kill them. They let themselves die. And the ones who survive, they had the will to live.
Yeah, but you have to look at the facts. He strapped a bomb to someone. You're negligible.
Did he set the bomb off though?
He starts the timer.
They start every game.
Because they fucking wake up.
They start every game.
They literally wake up.
That's the game, man.
You're empathizing with the serial killer
I'm
way
not
too much.
empathizing. I'm just saying, is he a killer or not?
This is a serial killer opinion.
You just don't understand Jigsaw, man.
I understand him completely.
You just don't understand him.
I think you're a serial killer. You're thinking you're like way too much on
John
the side.
Kramer was a visionary. Anyways, let's move on to someone who seriously does kill people. That's Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. One of my favorite musicals. Tim Burton did a wonderful job throwing this onto the screen. Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter, perfectly cast. I really like this film a lot. I think it's so well made. The music's awesome. It's fun gore, really graphic. And made me look at meat pies in a completely different way. But I'll still go to Greg's.
I wonder if you think it was the people who are getting their go to the barber's fault why they got killed, or was Sweeney Todd negligible for these deaths too?
Yeah. He's completely at fault. They had no choice. They didn't want to get their throat slit.
All right, next up on our list, we have a pretty recent film, The Black Phone from 2022, at number 36 on our list, from Scott Derrickson, Ethan Hawke. Fantastic movie. And what a great new horror icon with the grabber. A great revolting serial killer that I think everyone was terrified of the first time we saw this, but blending in the supernatural dreams and making this kind of a ghost story at the same time is, I think, one of the reasons why it was so excellent and a lot of fun about this young boy who's abducted by the grabber and has to fight to survive and be the first survivor of him.
Hell yeah. And we're not putting the second one on this list, even though I liked it better, because it's more supernatural than it is a man killing people.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a serial killer
Yeah, it's
movie.
not a serial killer movie. But I actually like the second one better. They did a great job. Go see it in theaters, guys. Next up, the original Friday the 13th hits our list at number 35. Iconic, paved the way for slashers. This is one of those big hits on a tiny budget that launched a franchise. And believe it or not, the serial killer in this movie is not who you might think it is if you've not seen the film yet.
Let's talk about a Christopher Nolan serial killer movie.
He made one.
He actually kind of made two.
He did make two.
Christopher Nolan technically made kind of three.
He's David Fincher, isn't he? Wait, what's the third one?
If you think about it, The Prestige is kind of a serial killer movie.
Yeah.
Where one of the people is consistently killing people.
Yeah, we won't say who.
Yeah, but I mean, technically, it kind
Yeah.
of fits the bill for
Yeah.
a serial killer
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
But Insomnia, 2002, he made this after Memento, which in a way is a serial killer movie
Dark
as well.
Knight's a serial killer movie.
It is.
Joker's serial killer.
That's a good point.
Yeah, he's made four serial
Wow,
killers.
Christopher Nolan's made a ton of serial killer movies.
Oppenheimer.
That's fucked up. But Insomnia is really great, starring Al Pacino, Robin Williams, Hilary Swank, and it's about a corrupt LAPD detective who goes to Alaska to try to find and hunt down and find this killer, but also accidentally kills his own partner during one of the raids of the guy's house. So it's a great blend of sort of insomnia of not being able to sleep with reality. You kind of don't know what's going on at times from the perspective of certain characters. And it's really well made. It's exhilarating. Some great set pieces. And, sometimes people forget Nolan made serial killer movies.
Robin Williams is great as the killer. He's really good.
Could you argue that Memento is a serial killer movie in a way?
I would say it's it, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of is because, Leonard, obviously spoilers if you've never seen Memento. I'm sure everyone here listening has. But Leonard is obviously killing consistently people that have the name John G.
Yeah.
To keep his never-ending hunt for his wife's killer alive. So in a way, Memento is a serial killer movie.
And the fact that he chooses to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what's interesting is because he has short-term memory loss, but the short-term version of him always chooses to continue the story and find someone new after he kills John G.
Yeah. I would say Memento is absolutely a serial killer movie, especially if you look at it the perspective of law enforcement, like all these people named John G. The John G killer.
Yeah.
You could look at Leonard as the John G killer.
Yeah. Hell, Leonard, I'm a John G.
You can be my John G. All right, let's talk about the house that Jack built, which is absolutely insane. Matt Dillon plays a really disturbing serial killer, and we basically see like his entire life story. It's very surrealist and abstract, as well as seeing a lot of his visceral kills. This movie is awesome. I really, really like it a lot. It also has a really unbelievable final 10 minutes of like a descent into hell that just is just unbelievably insane. It's a really great serial killer. It's one of those serial killer movies that makes you really feel like you're in the head of one, if that makes sense. Really crazy.
Yeah, it's got great visuals too, and I think one of my favorite shots in the whole movie, it's sort of this great dilemma of another otherworldly being is helping him get away with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he accidentally spills blood
Yeah.
from his car all the way, a trail of blood from his kill site to his house, and he's like, I'm going to get caught. How can I get rid of the blood that I didn't realize was leaking from my car? But then it rains.
Mm-hmm.
So it's this crazy fucking moral story of, is there another force helping me do this? It's really fucked up.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Before we continue, I want to just bring up movieposters.com, our great friends who sponsor our show. And just a quick word from our sponsors with them. They offer incredible posters. We have a coupon code with them, Raiders10 at checkout. It'll get you 10% off their incredible website, selections and posters. This amazing poster over my shoulder, I always have one on the set, was provided by movieposters.com with this light box. It's makes it feel like it's a movie theater. It's especially beautiful when you have a double-sided poster like this one, the black phone one from movieposters.com. Raiders 10 at checkout. Again, will get you 10% off. But also, Anthony and I have an affiliate link with the websites. Go in the episode description of any of our podcast episodes or the links in our social media bios. That affiliate link is there. And what that does is it lets movieposters.com know that you're coming to that site from us so they can track getting us commission on your order. So you buy a poster, you get 10% off with Raiders 10. We get a commission when you use our affiliate link so it can be tracked to us. And everyone wins. You know, it's a good time. You get a great
I want
poster.
to win-win.
I want to win-win too. But yeah, movieposters.com. Now, let's talk about The Bone Collector, where Denzel Washington plays a revered investigator, world-renowned intellectual, and he helps the police often in their investigations. He's kind of like a sexy, charismatic Hannibal Lecter who doesn't kill people.
Tell me about how sexy Denzel is, James.
Denzel in his prime, man. That's a good-looking man.
That was your first adjective for him.
That's like he plays like a suave, like intellectual in this movie. That's what he is. But because of his intellect, his forensics knowledge, who he's helped like write the book of forensics, he's often a consultant on investigations. And Angelina Jolie's plays an officer.
He's a paraplegic.
Yeah.
From an injury in the opening, right?
Yeah, in the opening of the movie, he was on an investigation and he fell down a shaft. And so he's disabled, but that hasn't had him lose his spirit. But Angelina Jolie plays a police officer who discovers the crime scene of a serial murder, but because she preserves the integrity of the scene, he sees something in her. She's also fine as hell to help him with the investigation of trying to catch this serial killer. It's pretty damn good. I revisited it like a few months ago. I hadn't seen it since we were kids. It's really solid. There are some corny things here and there. It's such a 90s movie with the music and everything, and sometimes melodramatic, but it's really entertaining, really engaging, tons of suspense. Angelina's terrific in this movie. So isn't Denzel. But I think if you haven't seen this movie in a while, it's worth a revisit around spooky time.
It's I think a good concept of a serial killer. He's a cabbie who fares he picks up, he traps them in his cab.
Yeah.
And they can't escape the cab. So it's a great way to trap people because they just voluntarily enter your car.
And it's a cat and mouse thing of he's like constantly fucking with the police, like you can't catch me kind of thing.
Yeah. He shouldn't have.
Shouldn't have, because Angie was on him.
Let's talk about Clint Eastwood with his iconic film Dirty Harry, which was inspired by the Zodiac Killer in San Francisco. This time, the Zodiac Killer is he's a sniper who shoots people from rooftops. In Dirty Harry is investigating who this guy is to try and stop him from killing more. It's a really good movie. Really, really good movie.
Another one, Snowtown from Australia, right?
Yep.
2011, Justin Kurzel directed this. Oh, he did Assassin's Creed, that's right.
Assassin's Creed. That's the perfect way to describe it.
But Snowtown's really good. Very disturbing.
It's based on the Snowtown murders, which was a true series of killings. And this young guy gets basically, in a way, forced against his will to start helping the serial killer out because he's afraid the guy will kill him. It's really great.
Crazy story. What was that Dane Cook serial killer movie? Do you remember that with Kevin Costner?
Oh, yeah. Fucking, it's the guy's name, I think. It's like something. What is it?
It just wasn't that great.
No,
but
it wasn't good.
I remember Dane.
I think it's the character's name.
Mr. Brooks.
Mr. Brooks, yes.
I remember Dane Cook's character discovers that he's a serial killer. He's like, I want you to take me under your wing, basically.
He wants to take photos of it.
He wants to kill, too.
Yeah. It was
okay.
That's why it's on this list.
Yeah, it was very okay.
I thought we weren't bringing up bad ones. Speaking of, let's talk about The Little Things just for a second. James's favorite film, but I don't like it, so I didn't put it on the list. Sorry, man. The Little Things.
You put it on the list originally.
It's your favorite film.
Cruising. Let's talk about Cruising from William Friedkin. I watched this for the first time this year. It's absolutely fantastic. Pacino plays a cop who goes undercover in Manhattan's leather bars back in the 1970s and 80s to try to track down a serial killer who kills gay men. And it's a really good movie because it sort of blurs his identity. It's not the first time he'd done an undercover movie, and he obviously, I think Serpico is one that he's more famously known for. But I think what I like about undercover movies, especially with this one, is the blurring of identity of where he starts to become embroiled in this culture and fascinated and intrigued by it and becomes a member of it in a lot of ways, trying to track down the serial killer. But the best part of the film is this incredible, ambiguous ending of the movie. And I won't spoil it, but it's a movie that, when you reflect on it, makes so much sense of why they went into this direction for the finale. It's brutal at times. It's highly sexual and stylized and really well made, but it's a great film.
No one makes movies like William Friedkin did, man. One of a kind. Next up, at number 28, we have Alfred Hitchcock's Frenzy, which we just talked about recently. One of his last great movies, where he depicts a serial killer who strangles women with neckties. And this is as out there as he got. He was showing kills. He was doing POV. He was really pushing the boundaries. He had a lot of freedom post-Hays Code to really show some graphic imagery, and he didn't hold back with this one.
Moving on to a Hollywood remake
That we really liked.
I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. It was fantastic. Honestly, I think it was in my top 10 last year, 2024. Speak No Evil, from James Watkins, starring James McAvoy. McAvoy, everyone loves him. He's such a terrific actor. And he has so many juicy roles where he just goes to intense depths and dark places. And Speak No Evil is one of those roles. And he really is such an engaging actor. And this movie's got a great twist. It's about two families that meet on a European trip. And one of the families, who seem so cool and fun, invite them to their home.
You should come to the West Country. It really is beautiful.
To stay at their house and continue their fun times together. Scoot McNairy is also in this, Mackenzie Davis. And they go, and immediately things are off, things are odd or weird. They try to pass it off.
Weird.
Being polite. Weird. Until it gets worse and worse. And it's basically, it's a steam pot movie where it gets louder and louder, and the steam starts to hiss until the lid blows off.
Steam pot movie. I like that.
Yeah, thanks.
Wow.
And
Steam pot movie. That's a good description.
Thanks. Just came up with it. I like this movie a lot. It is absolutely excellent.
I really like the twist.
Yeah.
I thought the twist was great. I didn't see it coming, and it got me. And it turned into a fun movie at the end. It was a great time.
Like, you could see the obvious direction, but there's a big twist, not the obvious
exactly.
twist,
Yeah.
but the really big twist to it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the film. Next up, at number 26, we have Eyes Without a Face, which depicts a doctor who is turned into a serial killer in a way to help his daughter, whose face has become deformed after an injury. So he's trying to find the right face to put back onto hers to make her look more human again. And he's doing that by killing as many young women as he can. It's unbelievable, groundbreaking horror from the 60s. Check it out. It's one of the best horror films of all time.
Strange Darling, also 2024.
Yeah,
Another
good
one.
ones.
This movie was fantastic. Is it kind of a new adaptation on the serial killer from Monster, played by Charlize Theron. And this one was written by J.T. Molyneux. And
Oh, is that
directed
who it was inspired by?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So Electric Lady was inspired by her?
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
written and directed by J.T. Molyneux, who just wrote The Long Walk, the adaptation of Stephen King's book. This is a great, fucked up, surreal adventure of mayhem and carnage and death, and highly stylized and split diopter shots all over the place, which I loved. And I think it was so well made and so well written. And this has a phenomenal twist as well that I did not see coming. And I think JT sets it up so well with the nonlinear story structure of different chapters being told at different points of the arc. And it's really good. And it flips everything on its head in terms of when it comes to horror movies, who the victim is and who the killer is, and victimhood in general. And I think it's a lot of fun. And it really stood out to me in that year, 2024, for horror.
I might have had my favorite opening shot of the year.
Terrific.
Yeah, it was a great opening shot. It's like one of those shots where it's just like, man, how did they get that shot?
Yeah.
It was so cool with the car. At number 24, we have Oliver Stone with Natural Born Killers, from a screenplay by Quentin Tarantino, starring Woody Harrelson and I always forget her name.
From Oh, fucking. Oh, I always forget her name too.
You know that there's actors and you just like you
Cape
can
Fear.
never get their names right.
Juliette Lewis.
Juliette Lewis. Yeah, you got it, man.
There you go, got it.
Hell yeah, it just took a minute. It's basically Bonnie and Clyde, but it's serial killers. This couple go on an insane journey, killing, making love, doing crazy shit. It's really out there. Downey's in this, and he's pretty bizarre in this. It's a very strange movie. It's one of the weirdest looking films ever, too. Oliver Stone, I think, just tried something completely different for himself with this film, and it's a pretty wild ride.
All right, we're a little more than halfway through our list. We got 23 left. Why don't we run to our intermission?
Yeah.
And then we'll come back running as well to finish off our
From the serial killers.
serial killer movies. Before we continue, I would love to just talk about some ways you can support Anthony and I. Patreon.com/Raiders of Lost Podcast subscription service. You get access to bonus episodes, Discord memberships, as well as perks like merchandise. Go there for as little as $10 for an annual membership. You can be a member of our Patreon. We really appreciate it so much. There are different tiers you can check out, see what fits your budget. But this is, how Anthony and I pay the bills. So Patreon is so essential to our show. Just like our new program on YouTube with YouTube memberships is. Just go to our YouTube homepage. There's a join button there. For as little as $1 a month, you can get early access to episodes that are scheduled ahead of time. Bonus episodes as well, different tiers. Those are phenomenal ways to really help us keep the show alive and keep us going. Also, our new movie, One Click, is coming out November 16th. Go to the Instagram, One Click Film, One Click with a K. Check out updates there. Stay tuned. November 16th, we'll do an online watch party. It should be fun. Also, 5-star ratings and reviews on Spotify. Those are essential to our show's success in terms of ranking on platforms, getting new listeners. Apple Podcasts, you can leave written reviews. I'll read one in just a minute to immortalize somebody forever. Cannot wait. I love to read those out. And just sharing us with your family and friends, whether it's social media content, engaging with our content is so integral to us getting access to early screenings. That's how we saw Begonia 2 weeks early, because we have great engagement on our social media platforms. And so everyone leaves comments and shares us in your stories. Thank you so much. Keep doing that. Keep liking videos. And share your favorite episodes with those you love.
This episode, of course, is sponsored by our great friends at movieposters.com, the #1 place to get your posters online today. Use our promo code Raiders10. That will always get you 10% off your orders, as well as the affiliate link in the link of the description and our Instagram bios. That gives James and I a little cut of the action. They have a huge selection of pretty much every film and TV show imaginable in their poster library, as well as all sorts of framing options and even backlit posters like that beautiful backlit poster of the Black Phone 2 behind James. They have your favorite modern blockbusters to your favorite Hollywood classics, international films, really cool alternate prints made by fantastic artists, as well as collectible items, valuable lobby cards, valuable original movie posters from back in the day of your favorite classics that are great collector's items for all the movie collectors out there. For all of your poster needs, go to movieposters.com as your one-stop shop to get everything you need. Use the promo code Raiders10 to get 10% off your order, and don't forget about that affiliate link.
Alrighty, let's get into our intermission. Anthony, are you ready for the movie quote competition?
I'm ready.
Here we go. I know you gentlemen have been through a lot, but when you find the time, I'd rather not spend the rest of this winter tied to this fucking couch.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That should have been in that scariest movies of all time.
That's what I'm saying.
That was made. Like, seeing that in theaters, holy shit.
Seriously.
All right.
I can't believe a Child's Play movie wasn't on that.
Yeah, those are scary as fuck.
Fucking terrifying.
Those gave me nightmares for years. Okay. Dreams make good stories, but everything important happens when we're awake.
Oh. Fuck. Say that one more time.
Dreams make good stories, but everything important happens when we're awake.
What is this? I know this. It's not that long ago either.
You're going to be so mad if you don't get this.
This just came out like recently, right?
Fairly recently.
A couple of years ago.
Fairly, not a couple, but fairly recently. Within the last 5.
Oh my god! Like, I can see the trailer in the because this was in the trailer. What is it?
It's Dune.
Oh my God, Jason! I knew it was Jason Momoa.
Yeah,
I kept seeing
Duncan,
Momoa. I
Idaho,
was like,
yeah.
what Momoa movie is this?
Yeah, I figured you were gonna get pissed at yourself.
I could see his face, but I couldn't see Duncan Idaho. Oh man, fucking hell. Okay, guess this movie release.
You need to
year.
recover from getting that wrong.
I'm fucked for life. Like it. Yeah, it's over. Event Horizon. What year did it come out?
91.
1997.
Oh damn. What year did Tangerine come out?
I'm tapping my fingertips because he's tapping all of his fingertips. 2005.
2015.
2015. We're both way off. Anthony, movie pop quiz time. What movie features Reese Witherspoon and Christian Bale?
What? Hold the phone. Reese and Christian.
So they're not co-leads or anything, but they're both in the movie. Different sized roles.
There's like a supersized role, and then there's a small size role.
Exactly, yeah.
Man, this is a great question.
And they share, I think it's 3 scenes they share together in the movie.
Christian Bale and Reese Witherspoon in a movie together. Huh. I'm trying to think of Bale's early filmography.
Come on, man, you can do this. I believe in you.
American Psycho.
Yeah, there we go.
Mistletoe.
There we go. You got it. I knew you'd get it.
Took me a second.
It's a tough one.
That took me too long.
I worded it with Reese first. So
yeah, I was thinking Reese movies.
Because if I went Christian Bale first, it might have been like, oh, it's got to be American
That's
Psycho.
actually, it worked.
Yeah.
That worked, your strategy.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking of Reese movies.
Yeah.
That Christian was a supporting actor in. Mistletoe. It's a little potbelly pig. What is that? All right, James. Who played Paul Atreides before Timothy Chalamet did?
Kyle MacLachlan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
There we
come
go.
on.
There we go.
The original Paul, man. Original Muad'Dib.
Oh, you know that's how. So do you know how he was cast?
Through a casting director in David Lynch.
So yes, but MacLachlan was actually a huge Dune fan.
Oh, no shit.
And he was like an adamant reader of the books and knew it like an expert. So when he met with them, he was like, "What is your plan?" And because he knew his stuff.
Yeah,
I think that's part of why they cast him because he was like a Dune expert. He said he started reading the books when he was 15 and was obsessed with them.
That's cool.
So
and
he knew how to
became
play the
David
role.
Lynch's guy.
Yeah, made a bunch of movies together and shows.
He's big on social media on TikTok.
Yeah,
He's
he does a good job.
All right, Anthony. Let's pull out some unsubscribes and some haters. What do we got?
We got some good
I'm
ones.
going to pull up a written review from Apple Podcasts because those always make me smile.
Guys, if you want to have your unsubscribes read out on the show, all you got to do is roast us on the comments or fact check us. Both things work.
You can say something nice.
We love you. Or say something nice. That happens too. First up, Benji. No young Frankenstein on your most obscure episode? Unsubscribed. However, the Burbs mentioned resubscribed. Also, he said this movie is getting a remake. Should have been a drinking game in this episode. Unfortunately, true. J-Man the Man. Thinner was written by Richard Bachman. I got that wrong. Unsubscribe. You should have tied this movie to the current run of Bachman King novels turned remakes, The Long Walk and The Running Man. I will resubscribe if you rewatch Thinner and eat 20 cheeseburgers.
How big do the cheeseburgers have to be?
If they're sliders, I could eat 20, no problem. Patrick Connolly, 2 minutes into the episode and no mention of the band 30 Seconds to Mars. Unsubscribe. So random. Connor Sullivan on our Turon episode. At 10 minutes, James attempts to say the word caricatures, but instead says caricatures. Unsubscribe.
I have no recollection of that.
You said caricatures.
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 Just doing my best, guys.
It's a complicated word. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for sending those in. Always make us crack up.
We have a great 5-star review from Dave Rucky. 5-star film and TV podcast, 5 stars. I'm actually a regular follower on YouTube, but these guys are worth taking the time to re-download Apple Podcasts to give them the review they deserve. These guys live and breathe cinema and give every subject they cover the thorough time it deserves. The banter and humor is always there, and the intermissions are always worth the wait. Hands down, put your hands in the air. My favorite podcast above all others. Wow.
All others.
Dave, thank you so much. Put the money in the bag. Put your hands in the air.
Fuck this up. Jesus Christ.
The years that joke has lived on is just, man.
It's great.
That joke has legs, man. It's got
That
fucking
and Dominic
legs.
McLaughlin.
Yeah, Dominic McLaughlin's going to be the new era of Raiders inside joke.
We should have a shirt that says Dominic McLaughlin. starring Dominic McLaughlin.
People would probably fucking buy it. Dave, thanks so much for that written review. We really appreciate you going from YouTube to go download Apple Podcasts and leave a review. It means the world to us. We love
great.
those. Anthony, what's your streaming recommendation?
The Substance on Max. Fun horror movie. Good for spooky season.
Mine's The Lobster on Max.
Wow.
A fun, fucked up, weird, surrealist, weird, crazy kind of horror movie.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
It's about love, too.
It's about love.
Let's get back into our episode.
All right. Next up on our list of the best serial killers of all time, we have a Terrence Malick film, Badlands, starring Martin Sheen and Sissy Spacek.
Everyone made a serial killer movie at some point.
At some point. Well, this was based off a true story, loosely, and it's basically, in a lot of ways, Bonnie and Clyde, but really happened. Did Bonnie and Clyde really happen?
Goddamn right it did.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it is another sort of situation like that. Sissy Spacek plays this young girl in this neighborhood who is enamored and taken by this hot, young, leather,
sexy
jacket wearing, tough guy, too cool for school, Martin Sheen, who sweeps her off her feet basically and convinces her forcefully to leave her father in her home. And they go on basically his rampage that she's accompanying him on in a lot of ways. A crime rampage, killing rampage, young love, and how it can corrupt your morality is, I think, one of the main motifs and themes of this movie. But it's so well shot and so well made. It's really incredible.
It's got an amazing car chase at the end, too.
Yeah.
Like, unbelievable car chase. Halloween's at number 22 on our list. Also based on true events of Michael Myers, who... Just kidding.
Still haven't found him.
He just keeps
If anyone
disappearing.
sees a 6'8" guy walking really slow with a knife,
It just keeps... Yeah. John Carpenter changed the game and inspired so many films following it. It's one of the best horror films ever. Really well made. Even if you don't like John Carpenter's stories, you can't deny he knows how to direct a movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I love this film. Everybody loves this movie. It's one of the best title sequences ever too.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's a blueprint for decades of cinema.
Yeah.
Halloween
Blueprint.
has been.
Yeah.
It's really incredible. Next up, we have a David Fincher movie. It won't be the last one either. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, which also has great Swedish adaptations, but we think that the best version of the film, of the adaptations, is David Fincher's film from 2011, starring Daniel Craig and Rooney Mara, Christopher Plummer, Stellan Skarsgård. Obviously, I'm sure everyone listening has seen this movie, but I still won't spoil the twist, but it's about an investigator with the help of an insanely intelligent photographic memory hacker named Elizabeth Salander, one of the best characters, I think, of the century in fiction, help to track down a serial killer of a woman. And it's all connected to this family, this wealthy family that are sort of hiding things, but not hiding things. It's all there. Because one of the girls who was killed and missing was one of the young daughters in the family.
I'm confused.
I'm kind of confused too.
You did a terrible job
Rambling.
breaking that down. Daniel Craig and Rooney Mara investigate a killer of women.
No, man, I think I did a good job.
You made me confused, and I've seen the movie 7 times.
Hey, man. Just doing my best here. Caricature.
Next up, at number 20, we have Monster, which nabbed.
Did it nag?
Nabbed Charlize Theron an Oscar for her unbelievable disappearing role, based on a true story of a woman who starts killing, and similar to Badlands, takes a young friend under her wing. And it's a really unbelievable performance. Patty Jenkins made this film. Big breakout for everyone involved. Christina Ricci as well. It's really, really disturbing movie. They did a great job all around.
Next, we have a found footage serial killer movie starring Mark Duplass, Patrick Bryce, who also directed the film.
Oh, okay.
Creep is really good.
So that guy made the movie.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Basically, he plays a videographer who's hired by a terminally ill man from an ad to film like a couple days of the life to leave as for his son, who's gonna grow up without a father because I'm dying. Little buddy, I think he calls him. But it gets weirder and weirder as he's trying to relay life lessons to his son. It's like Michael Scott, that episode where he's leaving videos for his kid to learn how to jumpstart a car. He's like, here, you just clamp these anywhere. Yep, right there. And Dwight's like, nope. But Duplass is great as the serial killer who Aaron eventually finds out is gonna fucking kill him. And then eventually stalks him, and even worse. But it's so creepy and eerie and fucked up, and I think it's a really brilliant found footage movie.
At number 18, we have Ty West's Pearl, which was, I just think a phenomenal entry into the horror slasher genre. Mia Goth's performance is already iconic and will be one of the iconic performances in the serial killer genre.
Super iconic.
It's like as iconic as you can be, man. Doesn't get more iconic than this. I love this movie. It's my favorite of the trilogy, and it's my favorite Ty West film.
It's iconic. Tarantino's most iconic and underrated movies is Death Proof, 2007, about a serial killer stunt car driver named Stuntman Mike, who traps a woman inside the passenger seat of his car and crashes it, or he'll use his car to crash into other cars to kill everyone inside. It's graphic, it's gory, it's sexy, it's raunchy, it's vulgar, but man, it's so fucking fun.
I love Death Proof.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, a serial killer who kills people with a car. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, and most people have it in their lower tier Tarantino rankings, but if that's like your 9th, 10th best movie, you're fucking all-time director.
Oh yeah, big time.
Big time.
It's iconic. At number 16, Mike Haneke with Funny Games. Disturbing black comedy about these two young guys who seem innocent and naive, enter the home of a family on vacation and begin tormenting, torturing, and harming them. Really fucked up movie. Not for the faint of heart, but man, is it powerful and visceral.
And then next up from 2007, we have Funny Games, directed by Michael Haneke. I'm just kidding, because he remade his own movie.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. I think it went over your head.
No, I get what you're doing. It just wasn't that funny. It was a good try. Good try.
I think it wasn't supposed to be like a joke.
Oh, it was just like clever?
Yeah, I thought it was.
How's it going for you?
What?
Being clever.
It's going great. Fight Club. All right, number 15, really, we have one of the best slasher movies ever. Scream from Wes Craven, starring, obviously, Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, David Arquette, Matthew Lillard, Sidney Prescott.
Where's Scoot, man?
Skirt.
Ulrich?
Skeet.
Ulrich.
Skirt.
We got there in the end.
Skeet, I'm sorry.
we got
Skirt. Skeet Ulrich, you're great, man. We love Billy Loomis. Yeah, it's fucking Scream, guys. Everyone knows this movie. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta just say the same shit we always say about it. Let's move on.
It's about. Everyone knows what Scream's about.
Audition at number 14. Really fucked up Japanese film about a man who's desperate to find a new wife after his has passed away, and he uses a casting audition process to find a woman. but she's pretty crazy.
Yeah. It's a fucked up thing to do, to use your resources as a casting director to find your new wife. But does he deserve what happens to him? I don't think so, man. Dude, that movie's amazing. It's amazing. Also, oh man, I'm so glad this movie's pretty high up on our list. At number 13 from South Korea, director Kim Ji-won. I Saw the Devil, an incredible cat and mouse serial killer investigator movie of a secret agent whose wife is murdered by a serial killer, and he will stop at nothing to find the serial killer and put that serial killer through hell, becoming a villain himself in the process. Back and forth, power dynamic between the two of them is sensational. And then Choi Min-sik from Old Boy plays the serial killer in this movie. He's fantastic.
Talk about unpredictable.
Yeah.
That's what this movie is. At number 12, we have Peeping Tom. One of the great, iconic, original slashers of all time. Came out the same year as Psycho, but it was immediately taken down from theaters for being too graphic, and so nobody really watched it. But it has lived on and grown new life thanks to Martin Scorsese. It's now regarded as one of the great serial killer movies of all time. If you've not seen Peeping Tom, check it out. It's about this man who... Actually, I don't want to spoil it. It's a great serial killer movie. Watch it.
One of the best of all time. At number 11, starring Christian Bale and Reese Witherspoon.
Get into good movies. Reese Witherspoon's famous film.
American Psycho, which we all know is amazing. We all love it. We all quote it. It's so darkly twisted and fucked up, but enjoyable at the same time. Like, I can't describe how much I love this movie, because it always just makes me laugh, how fucked up I laugh. Like, even just thinking to myself while I watch it, how much fun I'm having. It's so messed up, but it's all Christian Bale. It's one of the best performances of like the century, but all time possibly. He's that good in this movie. I don't think anyone else could have done it. The story is really sensationalized and horribly graphic and evil, but fuck, man, it's entertaining.
I think it also is on this movie list. It's a perfectly executed film for
100%.
Mary Harron. I think it's one of the best directed horror movies ever. Like,
It probably
every shot, her tonal approach, the scenes she chose to put in from the novel, and the slight changes. I think she really got the material, just like how Christian got it. It just clicked with that writer, director, actor team, and she really made one of the best films of that year, 2000. At number 10, we have Cure from Kurosawa. Still one of the best horror films of all time. I think it's almost 25 years old, which is crazy. But it follows a man who's investigating a bizarre set of serial killings, in a way, of people who are killing themselves, which is very strange. But he thinks that they're not at fault. Something else is going on. And he's tracking some mysterious figure who's behind it all. Amazing film.
Next up, we have The Night of the Hunter from 1955. We've talked about this movie here and there on the show, and starring Robert Mitchum, Shelley Williams. It's about this con artist preacher, played by Mitchum, Harry Powell, who marries a widow for her supposed loot, her money that her husband left behind. Eventually just pursues her children in this crazy gothic fairy tale of hell in a lot of ways.
It was in The Promising Young Woman.
Yeah, I remember seeing a clip of that.
Zodiac's at number 7. No, it's not. At number 8, we have Memories of Murder. Spoilers for the list. You'll find out. Bong Joon-ho's second film is a masterwork. It's unbelievable, based on true events. Very powerful film, but also he's totally like balancing humor, grimness, escapism. It's just a really perfect movie on every front. I love the characters, and you really, really want them to succeed, but things don't always go according to plan for these guys. But it's a wonderful film. It's just so well made.
Who would have thought? Next on our list, we have Zodiac from David Fincher, 2007. Zodiac, man, this movie's the fucking juice. It's the sauce. It's amazing. The actors involved are just some of the best in the business. We got Jake and Downey and fucking Ruffalo.
Fucking Ruffalo.
It's fucking sensational. It's terrifying. It's eerie. It's so stylized. It's masterful work of filmmaking. It's amazing.
Manhunter is next. From Michael Mann, the second best.
My
Hannibal
second
Lecter.
favorite civil engineer.
Madison Square Garden. Second best adaptation of a Hannibal Lecter novel. Manhunter is a really terrific film. So stylish, scary, haunting. I think just expertly crafted on every front. So well acted. Brian Cox's Hannibal Lecter is really brilliant. William Peterson as our lead investigator for the FBI is so good. And then the villain of the film, the serial killer of this movie, is just terrifying. Really scary dude, man. But it's just unbelievable. Tonally, it's just pitch perfect. Really, really so good.
Next up, we have M from Fritz Lang, 1931. Weimar era Berlin. It follows a child murderer who is terrorizing a city, prompting both police and the criminal underworld to kind of work together to try to solve the mystery in this manhunt, exploring justice, mob mentality, and the fragility of society.
The fragility of society. Wow. That's a great description. You're on fire today. Steam pot, fragility of society, Skirt Ulrich.
Skirt. Sorry, Skeet.
Number 4, we have Texas Chainsaw Massacre from Tobe Hooper. An amazing
Toby?
I believe you pronounce it Tobe.
Tobe?
Yeah.
Tobe or Toby? It's Tobe.
I think it's Tobe.
It's unique spelling.
Yeah. But for $100,000, this guy made a movie that grossed $35 million at the box office in the 70s. So that's pretty fucking crazy.
I'm sorry. I have to look this up because
How do you pronounce it?
Toby.
It's Toby?
Yeah.
It's not Tobe.
It's Toby.
Big Tune. Tuna.
Hey, my name's Tobe.
Could be.
It's Toby.
I've never met him.
It's
Who says? AI Google search?
yeah.
I'm not listening to AI. Are you kidding me?
No, I didn't say.
Whoa.
It's Google.
Hold on. Well, I'm going to Google this. How do you pronounce Tobe Hooper's name?
Tobe Hooper. I'm pretty sure I've heard Tarantino say Toby when I've heard him talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But it really is it's a fucking perfect movie, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So many adaptations have obviously tried to recapture what they did with the original.
It's Toby.
Yeah, I told you it's Toby. But this movie just has so much grime. It just makes you feel fucked up. It just feels like a different reality. The tone is sensational. It's just exquisite filmmaking from a disgusting level. Like every shot inside that house is so disturbing and fucked up. I think it's a sensational movie. It's tough to watch because of how real it feels.
This should be in that scariest movies list.
Seriously.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I can't get over that list, man.
Neither can I.
How's this not on that list? This is like the scariest movie ever. If I was gonna pick.
It's up there. It's certainly up there.
At number 3, we got Alfred Hitchcock's legendary Psycho. Norman Bates. We all know it. It's one of the best movies ever. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, we're in the masterpiece territory here, guys, with Texas Chainsaw, Psycho, and number 2 on our list. We have Silence of the Lambs from Jonathan Demme, one of the greatest films in the history of cinema. No questions asked. Absolute truth. Winner of the Big Five at the Academy Awards, one of only 3 movies to have done it. It is a masterclass in filmmaking from every department, every regard. We don't get great movies like this that often anymore. But, man, 1991, Silence of the Lambs.
Imagine seeing this in theaters when it came out.
My God.
Took the country by storm.
Absolutely incredible movie. It's just one of a kind.
Speaking of one of a kind, David Fincher's back with 7. Still, I think his best movie.
Top of the list.
It's great.
It's number 1. Get to point that out, Anthony.
One of the best movies ever, man. It's so good. It's so rewatchable. this movie just like is an endless spree of like inspiration and great filmmaking and acting, and every choice from shots to edits to music, the performances. It's really a perfect horror film. It's unbelievable. And for all of these movies, it's a serial killer movie where we don't see the serial killer kill anyone. I think it's the only one on this list like this.
And so, yeah,
Which is crazy to think how like, incredible it is.
Well, Cure.
Okay,
Cure.
Yeah.
Because it's more of hypnosis.
Yeah. But it's taking away supernatural.
Yeah.
It's a serial killer movie where you don't see the serial killer kill anyone.
Mm-hmm. Our top 10, I think, is really great. You know, number 1, we have Silence of the Lambs. Then we go down 7, Psycho, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, M, Manhunter, Zodiac, Memories of Murder, Night of the Hunter, and Cure. That's a really good top 10 list.
Yeah, man. This is like some of the old ones are still the best, man.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I had a really enjoyable
There's
time
some great movies.
breaking these down.
Some of the greatest ever.
And I learned a lot about you in this episode.
What did you learn?
I learned that you take the side of serial killers pretty often, and
I'm just saying John Kramer technically doesn't kill anybody. I'm just saying.
I'm shocked. You know, you're.
I didn't take his side.
You think all those people just killed themselves?
I never said that.
Basically,
there's another words I said. I said they didn't have the will enough to live.
Basically, you're saying they killed themselves.
They never said that.
We all learned a lot about Anthony today, guys, in this episode.
Hey, I bet a lot of people agree with me.
I wonder. It makes sense why you moved out. You probably wanted your own space for your serial killing.
I lured people in with
yeah, he's like, John Kramer was an inspiration. How could you say that about him?
Want to play a game? Instead of Billy on a bicycle, it's Juno on a bicycle.
Just meowing for Meow Mix. Is that a fucking cat on a bicycle?
Man, how do you teach him how to ride a bike? It's impressive. He's all over that tricycle. If you don't put the spiral cheeks.
Do you want to play a game? I'm going to make you watch 17 Brian De Palma movies in a row without sleep. All right, guys, that was...
I watched like the first one he made is with De Niro. It was terrible. It's called Hi Mom.
Yeah, you brought this up a couple months ago.
Yeah, it was like they just made it with like no money. It's pretty crazy.
Gotta start somewhere. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, everybody. That was a lot of fun. Serial killer movies are popping. Some of the best of all time, like we said, and you already know, are serial killer movies. Something about it. The macabre, the fucked up. People are enticed by it when it comes to entertainment, for sure.
Who's your favorite serial killer in movies?
In movies? Oh, if I had to pick... Oh, that's a really good question. I mean...
John Kramer?
Maybe... I mean, Hannibal Lecter, I think, for me, is probably my favorite.
I was going to say Hannibal, too.
Yeah.
Either that or him or John Doe.
He's just so interesting and sophisticated and
character.
Intelligent and evil, and it's just...
One of the best characters ever.
So fun to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Do the things that we ask you to do to help the show. Patreon.com/Raiders of Lost Podcast. Join our memberships on YouTube. Subscribe everywhere. Follow everywhere. Leave those comments, likes, engage with our content. Share us in your stories. Leave some comments. We'd appreciate it. We always respond back and heart your comments. So in the meantime, hope you're enjoying your October spooky season. It's almost time for Halloween. Now take care.
See you next time.
This episode was executive produced by our chosen one patrons, Nicholas Martin and Jacob Kostler. Raiders of the Lost Podcast is a Mirror Image production.